I'll put the link in there in the chat for you guys.
We see Sadolution playing against Zebuli here. Looks like this is at the very least game 2 or 3 going in, like game 2 going into the round. Uh, Dimid versus. Now here's an interesting champion choice. Sadolution playing with Rowan, not Rowan,
Rutherford Banks
Rutherford Giles Rowan the Sir. Um,
of the Stars.
of the
Of the
star
Red Raven.
of the Feather Jitsu, the Ruthless. Now, with all that nonsense aside, this is Rutherford Banks who can bring a troop back from the graveyard for 7 charges. If we look at that kind of objectively, that's likely going to be used to get a Reese back from the graveyard that has been tunneled and has granted the effect of being hilariously good. Now, after mulliganing, Sadolution is probably pretty sad to see Zebuli play a turn 1 Withering Touch, which finds both a counter magic and a reversion in his main hand, and will choose to throw away that counter magic, draining another card out of Sadolution's hand.
Zebuli with the surprise at the reversion there, I think.
Reversion, of course, having a lot of potential against both Diamond and Sapphire in these matchups. A tunneled Reese that's been reverted either loses its
Workers bots.
Yeah, and worker bots. I mean, you still have a 4/4 Reese, but I mean, then you've spent so much time with it tunneled that you don't feel really fantastic about it.
Does a reverted troop coming out of tunneling lose its speed?
Yes.
Yes.
So there's that as well. Inquisition now to drain another card. Inquisition, unlike Withering Touch, will see all of the cards in an opponent's hand, and then you get to choose one of the non-resource cards.
But it's just one turn late to see and discard that Reese.
Yeah. And Sadolution then chooses to, well, doesn't choose to, loses his Repel, finds another card in his hand. He's going to play out the Shard, no reason not to. His opponent knows he has it. Now, Zebuli playing a lot of hand hate here. Like, even with Dimid, even though he's clearly playing Blood Diamond, has chosen to lead with 2 Blood Shards, meaning if there are Angels of Dawns in his deck somewhere, he has foregone the ability to play them for free with the plays of the blood. Now
this is a lockdown.
Yeah,
that is some real hate there.
Cerebral Domination coming down. Now Sadolution unable to activate payment powers or cards on his opponent's turn. Those reversions lose quite a bit of the thing. Sadolution, why are you ruining my safety? Top 16. The Angel of Dawn comes out for Sadolution. Now, Zebuli, of course, running Blood Diamond, probably has close to 60 answers in his deck, specifically for Angel of Dawn, but we'll see if any of those happen to matter here.
However, we see a no from Zebuli, so he may not have the correct answer to this question.
The witty banter between these guys. Like, I mean, if he's got a murder, I mean, he's got a murder, right? Zebuli throwing out that Kappa. That doesn't work in game. We'll see what the answer is here. The big issue here, specifically, is the lack of cards in Sadolution's hand and the fact that Zebuli knows what one of them knows what one of those reversions is, and knows that Cerebral Domination stops him from being that big of a deal. So, Angel of Dawn will likely swing in here. Zebuli using his dual shard there to find the Shard of Retribution to find a Diamond Threshold, and now has 4 resources open. And you have to wonder if he's waiting to extinction the Reese and the Angel all at once.
He has the health to do that. He has the potential to life drain to get some of that back. And it's only the first 4 damage he's taken in this game.
Yeah, he knows what one of the cards in Sadolution's hands is. It would take an impressive set of draws for those cards to then be like Shard, Mastery. And it clearly wasn't now. So I think Zebuli probably just, if he has and is holding an extinction, sits on it. Naturally, Sadolution will not, even if he draws a counter magic here, will not be able to respond to that sort of situation because the Cerebral Domination will dominate the Cerebral.
But his opponent doesn't know that.
So he swings here. Gonna get 8 damage in, bringing Zebuli down to 8 health. If Zebuli is actually not sitting on an answer, this might be game. Augmentation Bot, one of the weaker troops, and probably the worst pull we've seen thus far from a Reese today.
We've seen some pretty ridiculous Reese.
There is the Extinction, of course, with no ability to play Counter Magic or Verdict. That is a big extinction, getting rid of the Reese. Now, Sadolution's Charge Power will bring back that Reese at some point during this game if it goes on long enough. And Zebuli still isn't playing any threats, even with those 3 cards left in hand.
But he has to go shard in order to do that.
It's true.
And that was not a shard, although that is a pretty good draw on its own. Soul Marble. He's able to do that and play another Tunneled Troop. I wonder what that could be. It is, in fact, a Reese. We know that, but Zebuli does not. 3 cards left in Zebuli's hand.
Yep. So with that troop tunneled, Sadolution has exhausted all of his resources for this turn. Payment powers, I suppose, would also imply Soul Marble, meaning Soul Marble can't be built during Zebuli's turn. All of those resources have to be expended on Sadolution's turn. It doesn't matter because Zebuli throws down that Diamond Dragon. Once again, if that deals damage to Sadolution, it very likely will change this from a playable game in Sadolution's favor to a nearly unwinnable game. Angel of Dawn coming off the top. Multiple problems and or good things considerable there. Angel of Dawn can block Tianos, preventing it from doing combat damage to a player's face. Thus will prevent the Soul Marble from being destroyed, but the Soul Marble cannot be built quick enough at this point.
Reading that Tianos. But if he does not block, does Tianos choose to avoid the Angel of Dawn? Zebuli is at 8, although he has 3 uses of his charge powers, so he's going to be gaining 5 again. So maybe that is not as much of a consideration on second look at the board.
Also, potentially just has a Murder, Repel, or Inner Conflict, or Solitary Exile, or... Yes, Nero. That's true. Payment powers do include anything with the little right arrow symbol.
So here's Life Drain on Tianos. Tianos attacking in with his dragony powers. You know more better than me. I'm a lore noob.
It's true. We've got this block coming out. The health gain will go back for Zebuli. Oh, double dragon power! You have to have a sweet metal rift in there. Techno, if you please find a picture of somebody playing the air guitar and put that on the screen.
Beating Rutherford to the punch actually takes the prepped Reese in
and
play.
Gets a jank bot. Okay, then. That's cool.
That's kind of amazing.
Knowing
That's,
again,
one hell of a board state right there.
Yeah, that is Tianos, Uranaz, Reese the Crust Crawler, and a Jankbot sitting together with a Cerebral Domination on the board and an Extinction in the graveyard. Like, if you just look at Zebuli's side of the board alone, you have to wonder, how did we get here? How did this come about? 2 dragons getting ready, Jankbot, Reese. There is almost no answer. Sadolution draws a card he cannot even play.
Notably,
and now
Sadolution could revert his own Reese on his opponent's side of the board, but not now. He can't do it now.
Which, admittedly, would have saved him that one. He would have been alive at one point and might have mattered here. He could. Now, with Extinctions in Zebuli's deck, he should hold Jankbot back.
He does not have Fatal anyway. He's attacking for 19.
Yeah, but I mean, he shouldn't swing with... Oh, swinging
He's going
with the
to do
Jankbot could have been a mistake. Does the Extinction get ripped?
Vampire King, Vampire King. No.
Oh, not only does the extinction not get ripped, Zebuli will put two of the strongest legendaries in the game onto the board
Do
to
we have a
sit
cost
next to.
analysis on Zabuli's board right now?
It's probably like $40 from the Vampire Kings and then $20 more from the Reese. That's it. The Renaz and the Tinos probably $5 each.
Yeah.
It's sadly as
dragons.
cool. Yeah, they are dragons. Was that only one Vampire King that got played? What? Weren't two Vampire Kings revealed there?
To where?
Hit the same vampire twice, I guess. Not two different ones.
Oh, hey.
Armies of Mordor are literally saying the exact same thing in chat. I didn't know that was possible.
And a charge bot.
Yeah.
Lowly little charge bot. Hanging with the big boys.
This is where Sadolution plays a shard and uses yesterday and saves the day. Nope. Right, well, Hopeheart Unicorn comes up to stand before one of the strongest Hex armies of all time. Reverts at Reese. Let's get that. No more random robots. Let's be done with that, says Sadolution. Let's see what happens. Murder. Let's get rid of that Hopeheart Unicorn.
Murder the unicorn.
An unforgivable crime. Welp, that is... With the exception of Jankbot pulling an extinction now...
Do you know the only thing missing from Zabuli's board? A wild card.
It's true. Gonna put he put the life drain on Jankbot. Does he intend to swing with the Jankbot again?
It would make for a hilarious continuation for this game. Chances be damned.
Would be funny if he extinctions his board and then life siphons for one. This slow roll, though, Zebuli with all the bad manners. Let's be fair here. Come on, Zebuli. He's responding in chat. I guess that's fair. Swings with the Jankbot. Come on, extinction. One-time extinction. Oh, there it is! There it is! He's gonna clear the reversion out of the head. He's gonna murder everything. The greed is real! The greed is real!
Oh, man. That is some really greedy play there. That's awesome.
All of the troops.
Love it.
Now, can we say that we called the whole thing? Are we gonna see the life siphon for 1 point of damage?
That second reversion is out of hand, and murder is like, kill.
Nothing to kill with the murder. Life siphon for one, maybe one time. Zebuli saying he's never played with a Jankbot in his deck. Didn't even consider that was going to happen.
Awkward. Oh boy. We're having some lessons learned moments today.
If this
Today
passes,
I learned.
If this passes off, and for some reason Zebuli doesn't have an answer to that reason, it's a Vampire King, which is kind of an answer. What if Sadolution chains Mastery of Times now? Probably
There's
still
another
not enough.
potential answer.
Yeah, it's still not looking really great for Sadolution, if we're being honest.
Yeah, with both of those troops there, it's still not great shape.
A counter magic just late.
Yeah. That is... It's a little too slow. Good game. I don't think there was actually an answer for Sadolution to pull there.
I mean, maybe like chaining masteries and making some crazy bots, maybe?
I mean, just a Growlithe would have done it.
A Growlithe would have been okay.
A single Grolk would have been okay. Yeah, I guess chaining Grolks would have worked. Yeah.
Well, nothing in Zebuli's hand. A Grout could have allowed him to get at least 2 Reese draws and then have counter magic up for something else potentially
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah, that's fair.
All he really needed to do was be able to block literally every point of damage that was coming his way for the rest of the game, and he'd have been okay. Does someone on stream read the extinction flavor text? What is the extinction?
Part of me wishes that turned into a throw.
I mean, is that really what you wanted out of that? Extinction's flavor text, of course, being he who refuses to learn deserves extinction.
I mean,
I like
if
that.
your opponent does that to himself, you kind of deserve to win.
Well, I don't know. He did play the Double Angel too, or the Double Dragon, which is pretty sweet.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, but that makes the extinction all the more mind-blowing, really.
That extinction was insane.
And for everyone who's asking, we put the videos up later, so if you want to rewatch this one, you will be able to.
And the winner of 700 Platinum is going to be...
Evolution?
Who? I don't know that guy.